Hi, everyone. We're going to try it here on this camera for streaming. If we run into a streaming problem, we might have to switch cameras this evening. A little earlier than usual. Oh, no. All my reminders are going off, and I'm already ahead of the game. Hello, how are you? So I've been looking forward to our evening check-in. Really wanting to hear from my people that are in the path of Dorian. I've heard from a couple of you, but there's a lot of you out there lingering. Whether you have had readings with me in the past, whether you're just on my social media, um, check in by either leaving a comment on this video or emailing me directly so that we know that you're all safe and sound. We have one from Emerald Isle. The tornado missed them by a half mile. So, yeah. Um, Hurricane Dorian has kind of screwed up my weekend plans. Most of you know this is the week I am normally on vacation. No vacation this year because I've had so much time off. But it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. So we are usually at the beach for her birthday, and it doesn't look like we're going to make the beach this year. So it's the first time in 6 years we haven't been at the beach for her birthday. Orphan, have you heard from your family? Have they checked in with you yet? Certainly praying for all of them. I know the Bahamas, whew, it took a really, really, really bad hit. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos there. Well, hopefully all will go well. Storm's headed our way. We're just hoping it doesn't spin off the tornadoes that it has in the last couple of states. We kind of live in a little section here, about a 5 mile radius, right, that follows the river that is prone to tornadoes. So hopefully we will clear all of this well. You've been having sandstorms. Where are you at, dear? So yeah, and then there's part of us that says, the storm's going to clear out of Virginia by Saturday, and maybe we'll go Saturday for the day. So who knows? Arizona. She's in Arizona. Yeah, you do have sandstorms down there. And it's just riding the storm out, hoping everybody comes out well. I do have a tremendous amount of clients in Florida. Some I've heard from, some I have not. So, like I said, everyone kind of a roll call and check in with us, and check in with your family and friends so we know that everything is okay. And I want to talk to you kind of a little bit about the energy of September. Now, your videos are running up through the 15th of this month, and I'll do new videos next week. But I did that because I didn't know what my doctor's schedule was going to look like for the month of September. But the energy of September is kind of fitting of a hurricane. It's the calm before the storm. It's kind of quiet. The energy is a little off. The barometer's a little off, and things kind of shift in the month of October. Hey, Tammy. And October is setting you up for October 31st. We go into the last retro of the year, and that's going to run from October 31st to November 20th. So, where our last retro hit hard on mechanically wise, this retro I think is going to really hit on the emotional side of things. So, yeah, all over the place. So, September energy, kind of crazy, but I think a lot of it's got to do to the barometer, more so than the planetary alignment. A little slow, a little dull for some of you. You may report that there's just nothing going on, or that you're bored, or things have come to a standstill, or things are slow. These would be normal reports I would get during a month like this. But then in the month of October, everything wide open, completely busy, completely. So, yeah. Hi, Angelina. Hi, Nor. I am feeling wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. I am feeling wonderful. Today was Jacelyn's first day of kindergarten. Um, had a little problems catching the bus. Bus passed her this morning, but come back for her. And it was just great to see her get off the bus this afternoon. And as soon as the doors flung open, her mama was standing there and was just, Mama, I had a great first day. So that's a good sign. And now they're looking at closing schools tomorrow for the storm. So yeah, they did a kind of a staggered start. So she was going to go today and tomorrow, and then next week they'll go the full week. And I might not even go tomorrow, so who knows? But yeah, and then my daughter turns 31 tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to go pick up her birthday cake now because we're in hurricane season. Hey, Deb. This would not be the first hurricane that has ever screwed up her birthday growing up. It usually falls on Labor Day weekend. And let's see, we've had more than one occasion that the hurricane has ruined her birthday party or that it was just everything was canceled because I couldn't even get out for down trees and power lines to pick up her cake. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did put a couple pictures up on social media with her little sign that says first day of kindergarten. She was so cute. Yeah. So yeah, we like I said, if we don't get to the beach Saturday, maybe we'll go next weekend. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go and get involved in all the evacuation, and I don't want to go down there if I got to set for a tropical storm. I have enough to go through with the tropical storms here. Hello, Miss Jackie. Yeah, I think everything is going to go well. I do. I do. I do. So, how has everyone's week been? Virginia Beach, hon. We go to Virginia Beach. Um, to let you know, I did look at the calendar. We're going to set up the Reiki for next Wednesday at 7. It's going to be 9/11. So, yeah. Um, that for those of you that missed our beginning Reiki, if you get a chance, please watch that because the next one on the beginning Reiki is kind of a touch base to see where you're at with it. Any problems, any conflicts, any things I can help with. So yeah, but we will be doing that on next Wednesday. And I think everything is going to go off really well on the back down and emergency orders. Yeah, I posted an article yesterday that said the Norfolk Naval Base was moving the boats out to sea for our reservations. So it's like, yeah, if the Navy's bailing, I don't think we're going. So yeah. Yeah, and like I said, if you missed the first one, go back and watch it because actually took you through the step-by-step process on how to do Reiki on yourself. And oh, in Norfolk already, yeah. Schools here are closing for tomorrow. They haven't closed my county yet, but the adjoining counties have closed, so I'll look for them to close ours as well. So my daughter said earlier she was going to run out and do some errands, and I'm like, the storm's going to hit around 7 or so, and she's like, yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. So we are not prepared for the power outage. Kind of an afterthought on our part here. Just now realize that. So, so hopefully we will hold power through the storm. But like I said, my biggest thing is it is spinning off tornadoes left and right in its path. It's a pretty wide storm. Pretty wide storm. So yeah. So how is everyone feeling about as we are heading into September? You know the 21st is a changeover to our first day of fall. Girl, I got plenty of candles. Plenty of candles. That's all we need, right? We're one of the lucky ones that we have county water, so I still have water if the power goes out. Some of my neighbors and some people behind me are wells, so we can help them out as well. My biggest thing is I live on a wooded lot that is I'm completely surrounded by trees. A little bit of a cool down, eternal spring and summer. Jackie, I am so with you. Spring and summer are my favorite seasons, and I miss them both. Literally miss them both. So I guess I will find a way to be happy about fall and winter this year. And I think this fall and winter is going to consist of me sitting around healing and getting some exercise in. So it's not going to be a bad thing. Struggling to go back on the diet. So, in case y'all wonder, I'm now on step 3 of the nicotine patch. And I went too long without it yesterday. And I told my daughter, I said, "Oh, I just realized I've been almost 24 hours without my patch." And she laughed and she says, "And it shows." She said, "You have been complaining since you got out of bed." So, extreme allergies. Yeah, we do have the pollinating here in spring. That's for certain. Yeah, I do like seeing the trees turn in the fall. The last 2 years, I've tried to talk them into going apple picking, and so we're going to try that again this year. Each year, I've told no. Hi, A. Smith. We are very big into Halloween because that's when we get to be a kid again. That's when we get to dress up, and it's all about the candy. So we do look forward to that. Thank you, Jackie. It has been so much harder than I would have ever imagined. I have quit smoking before on my own and then went back to it a couple of different times. I've never been this long. It's a little different when you're told you just can't do it, and it has it has been a challenge. Thankfully, I started losing weight before they made me stop smoking altogether. And so now getting back straight on the diet's been a little challenging, but I'll get through it. No, you didn't miss us. I'm glad you joined us. But we all have our challenges, and um, one of my YouTube watchers is also on my Facebook and had messaged me. I think a couple of weeks ago, I talked to y'all about juicing and about I've been making smoothies and stuff like that, but I didn't have a juicer. She actually sent me a juicer. So yeah, really excited about that. I've used it a couple of times. It is phenomenal. And so that's going to help me too, because like I said, I use that for what do we call them? They do not want to eat vegetables. Best way in the world to get them in. That was extremely nice of her. She said she had bought it and used it like once or twice. It was brand new, and she shipped it to me, and it is an awesome gift. This is something, one of those things that I would have always liked to have, but would have never bought for myself. So it was perfect. So yeah, that's called the vegetables I really don't want to eat go into that juicer. So, throw in a little peach, throw in a little strawberry, maybe a slice of apple, and it goes down just fine. But they got so many of and I'm not against vegetables. Years and years ago, I was actually a vegetarian for 7 years. So you get kind of burnt out on vegetables, and I go through stages of I can eat a salad or I just don't want to talk about it. It's either a hit or miss. So when they give you a list of these superfoods, heart healthy, eat this, and this, and you're looking at that list and you're like, oh, about 3/4 of this list I don't want to eat. So I learned how to make it into a smoothie. Well, it was a process because I just had a blender. And so it was running everything through the food processor and then through the blender. But she's made it all quite easy for me, and I really like it. And yeah, so I'll have to let y'all know some good things to juice and what works well and what doesn't, and keep you updated on that. So, how is everybody doing this week? What's been going on? Everybody wrapped up vacations, back to school, things of that nature, getting ready for fall. There's Haley. Hello, Haley. Going back to videos, don't forget they're running up through the 15th of this month, and I will be cutting fresh videos for you next week, as well as I hope to get the dailies to continue those through the month of September. I know a lot of y'all look forward to those. I do too, because it's always nice to see what the next day is going to look like. There's something different for me, so it benefits me as well. Janet, I have Nikki B. I don't know if she's going to join us tonight or if she's working. She has the same problem because she works weird hours of getting the right foods in and having time to do so. So planting strings of onions. I like it. I like it a lot. Jason and I had gotten into so big of regrowing our foods and stuff, and we kind of, since I've been sick, we had weaned away from that. So I want to get back into that. And you've been super busy. Jackie, busy is good. Busy is good. What you cooking? Now you got to share with us. You're cooking while you're chatting. What are you cooking? What's for dinner? And tomorrow, we already know I'm blowing this because I ordered a birthday cake with sunflowers on it. She loves sunflowers. And trying to find somebody to do a birthday cake with sunflowers is kind of like a needle in a haystack. But I promise you, it will look better than anything I could have made. Shrimp risotto. Oh, that does sound good. But I totally get the wanting to eat right and not having the time to do so. And not to admit, I think the last couple times that I've been to the grocery store and bought all these heart healthy foods, it is quite expensive. Angelina, thank you. Thank you. I've already thought about that. Hi, Tina. How are you? Yeah, I do like birthday cake. I'm not a real big sweets person per se, but I do like birthday cake. Pies, I like apple and I like chocolate, and that's about it in the pies. Even though the bakery had it was my mom's favorite, the key lime pie. Oh, I could have so easily come home with one of those, but I didn't. I did come home with a cannoli. I'll have to admit that happened. Good, Tina. Keep studying, dear. I told y'all last week that I was going to take some of my downtime between surgeries and work on some of my accounting and stuff. Well, I wish y'all could see my living room. There's paperwork everywhere. I've gotten some of it done, but I'm kind of procrastinating. And to be quite honest with you, I can sit but so long, even with my leg elevated, before it starts bothering me. So dental and eye surgery. Aw. Well, I'm glad to hear she's a little trooper. I bet she is precious at 3 pounds. My stepdad has a little Chihuahua mix. It's a Chihuahua mix with Dotson, and he is a mess. And then to go with that, he has a Great Dane. So can you talk about a mismatched pair? Great Dane and a Chihuahua. So no dogs, just that spoiled, rotten cat that if my daughter ever moves, she's going with her. And I think it was my last videos is where she decided to make appearances on a couple of them. She's a part Maine Coon, and it's like having a raccoon in the house. It's like I've always had a cat, always in my life, somewhere or another. And she's like no other cat I've ever experienced in my life. She's really like a raccoon. She gives new meaning to the words curiosity killed the cat. Seriously. Say mop and bucket. Yeah. Yep. Is she large? Because she's only Maine Coon, she's not the full Maine Coon size, but she is a 15.5 pound cat. Yes. And that's all cat, not just fluff. That's cat. Pitbull is babying her more. Oh, that's sweet. She is a nosy cat. She is nosy. She is untrainable. I've never had an untrainable cat. Every cat I've had, if it was in the house, we trained with water bottle. This one looks at you and snubs you. Mm-mm. She's nuts. She's very much out to train us and to let us know that she runs the show around here. Now, when we had our dog, which was her sister, that was my husky. Um, the husky kept her in check. But then after that, when we lost her, she mourned for about a year. And then we had Jason come around. And I think Jason was just deemed as time as a noise box, just this baby that cried. But the first time she started crawling, she was like, "What is it? This thing now moves." So her and Jason are like best buddies now. And she's a cat that you can't pick up unless she comes to you. However, Jason pick her up, take her all around his house, and she allows it. Complex B. Let's try. I'm losing the better to take for help. Oh, yes, Tina, there is something you can take for the memory. What is it? Now I got to think about it. I know the St. John's wort is supposed to help with stress and anxiety. Hi, Miss Alice. M. Garcia, hello. Glad y'all all stopped by. All right, guys, help me out. She's looking for something to help with memory and focusing. And there is something. Q10 Ginkgo Ganoba. That's what I'm talking about, Jackie. Yes. What she said. And I hear that is very, very effective. And I really, 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 really like the all natural stuff. And I do have good news report. They have taken on me off of 2 of my medications. So yeah, we're finally coming down because I got to a point one time they'd take you off 2 and add 5. So things are looking up. Hi, Alan. So yeah. All right. So what's everybody's week been like? Now that we've come into September and we got this barometer that's all bajiggity and things are changing and fall is approaching, how have things been going for you this week? Stress and focus. Wonderful. Doing fairly well. Um, Hi, Nikki. I have a hard time setting but so long, so hence my living room is filled with paperwork because I thought I was gonna get all this stuff done, but it's slow and coming because just sitting for a long period of time drives me crazy. Deb is busy with her new job. This is good news. Jackie thriving on the overtime. I understand, Tina. It's just, memory does go. A. Smith, I'm right there with you. I was a homeopathic queen to all of this come about for me. Well, Alice, I'm sure that's a big adjustment, but I'm glad to hear you're going to a chiropractor. I know living with mom is never the most ideal. Deb's looking at houses to buy. My daughter's looking at houses to buy. Yeah, it really does, Tina. After 50, it all goes. It all goes, whether we want it to or not. It goes south. Who are we missing here tonight? We're missing a few people. No, we're missing Nikki. I have not talked to her today, so I don't know if she's working. Well, there's one of them that we're missing. Debbie's been out there mowing the yard. Good for you. Well, Jackie, it was probably because you knew the value of that education at that point. When you go right after school, no one knows the value of it. I mean, my daughter did too. She went back to college later on, but still, college just wasn't her thing. Orphan is here. Yeah. Debbie, I just said we were missing some people, and you were one of them when you popped in. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Just going out to Debbie Smith. I know she was having some problems and had a doctor's appointment coming up. Ha ha! Well, here's to you, dear. I got my coffee going too. I'll be up all night because of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've got family and friends in the Outer Banks. We had a friend in Emerald Isle that missed that tornado by like a little under a mile. A. Smith, amen to that. We all have life lessons. Yeah, Nikki, I had to wean back on the caffeine, so I don't have the caffeine intake I used to have, but I appreciate it a little bit more now. Worked out for you when you went back, and some of them too don't drink in a glass of pina. I love it, Jackie. Guys don't rule out trade schools too. I've seen a lot with great success with trade schools. Two Red Bulls, you and my daughter. Ugh, cannot deal with energy drinks. Cannot. I was like years ago. I had one of them. Those little energy shots. Those little booster things. Lord, the thing gave me heart palpitations, but of course we didn't know I had blockages either. So Jackie, the good news is two things on my heart healthy diet that I was not aware of. One would be red wine. That's doable. The other is dark chocolate. Well, who knew? Debbie, here lately, I'm the same way. I stick with my readings and the immediate and what's coming up. Hence my paperwork problem. I'm like, I have not done this in months. Where did I leave off? How did I do this? Where did this come from? Yeah, one of those moments. Diane. Diane wants to know, is she going to move soon? You know, dear, I do see you moving very soon, to be quite honest with you, but there's some jealousy surrounding that as well. So someone is jealous about your move. Hmm, the nibs, huh? Absolutely, absolutely. I've seen people go to trade schools and are just doing so well, from the auto mechanics to electricians to plumbers. You know, these guys are killing it out there. Debbie Smith, she reads now for fun. So do I. I told you I've got a few new James Patterson books back here, and I have not picked up the first one. Just obvious. Wonderful. How are you doing? All right, Miss Tammy. Thank you for stopping by, honey. It shows that you're feeling a little bit out of sorts, but that's going to turn around. Just allow yourself a few days. And that, for whatever reason, I'm going to say 4 days. Your energy turns around and your motivation returns. Hi, Gabriel. So, first week of September, and we got approved today. Thank you. Oh, girl, that is wonderful news. Haley, it's a celebration coming up for you. And what do we have from Miss Orphan? By the way, guys, I have the romance angels out. And I'm not really sure why. Probably because I haven't put them up. But anyone want a romance angel, let me know. Haley, um, someone close to you is going to approach you, either that they need your guidance or opinion or something like that. And it just shows me that you're very guarded in whatever advice that you give. Okay. What do we have from Miss Orphan? Orphan, everything indicating that you need to move forward and push for it to move forward. Alice, you've got a good business deal approaching, like in the immediate. Angelina, oh, girl, you are taking care of everyone but yourself. You need to put yourself first, which we need to go back to that challenge of what are we doing for ourselves this week? Love, hope, hope. Something is getting ready to emotionally upset you, but I'm going to describe that as brief and passing. It does show that there's a lesson well learned, and what I'm looking at is a trust issue. Okay, just obvious. You're also feeling a little bit out of sorts, but you've got big changes coming up on the home front, and some of these to me look like renovations, maybe painting a room, redoing something, revamping, redoing something at home. Haley, I think you've got a good shot at that job, dear. Sarah Joyful, you've got some upcoming decisions to make, but in order to make those decisions, you're going to need to voice your opinion and get more information first. Nikki, you're getting ready to count your blessings, particularly financial. Fundraising operations, more and more women are doing that these days. Tina Brown. Funny you mentioned money because there is money and new money and a good business deal. You took another boyfriend back. I'll get to you in a minute. Don't let me forget you. Deb. Same way, hon. You've got strength on your side, but you need to put yourself first. You're putting everyone else in front of you. Janet, total victory. Something you've been waiting for is finally coming in. All right. Now we're going to go on to the romance angels. All right, Jackie. Let's see what we have for you. Let me shuffle them first. I don't know. I used these the other night, so I'm not sure if I left them out or if my granddaughter had them, but they were setting out, so I thought we might as well. Jackie, it says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay? Getting to know each other. And who else asked for? Somebody on here asked for a romance angel. Let me see. M. Garcia. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, Jackie, it's telling you to slow down. Slow down. And somehow or another, that fits you. It fits you very well. All right, Tina, what we got for you? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Ooh, that's a big message when you're looking at an ex telling you you can't control that. Let it go. A. Smith, I don't show a streaming problem on this side, so let me know if it continues. Nikki, are you looking for a romance card? What am I doing for myself? That's a good question. Nikki, it says codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. So be warned of this. I've seen this happen. If you're involved with someone or you're getting ready to get involved with someone, watch not for the addictive personality, but for an actual addiction. Okay. All right, Miss Alice. What do we have? Healing, family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Doesn't necessarily have to be forgiveness of your parents. It's a healing of where you're forgiving probably yourself. Okay. Sometimes you have to really forgive yourself to be able to move forward. That Miss Debbie, you were definitely my cheerleading squad. Hey, Queen Libra, we haven't seen you in a while. Queen Libra, we're on the romance angels, dear. You want a romance card? Okay, A. Smith, you're good now. Hi, Diane. How are things in Canada? Time and having patience. Yeah, have some patience, dear. Let go of the control issues. You can't control it. Just let it happen. All right, Queen Libra. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So it doesn't mean it's necessarily a factor in your love life. It just shows me that's where your focus is at. Hi, JJ. Thank you. Glad to see you too. That's what I call my granddaughter is JJ. A. Smith. Do you want romance angels or just regular message, dear? And happy birthday to you. Thank you, Miss Alice. I think it's on theirs, and it's something that might not be disclosed right away. All I know is just doing readings in the past. When I get that card, it's usually the other person has an addiction, and it's something you have to find out. So look for the warning signs of it as you go into it. Yeah, you do have to forgive yourself. Nickname from your sister? Yeah, well, my granddaughter's name is Jacelyn, but my daughter's name is Jessica. So I call her Jessica Jr., so I just shortened it up for JJ for short. All right. A. Smith on the birthday. You're separating yourself from the negative. You're putting more energy into working on you, but there is a large purchase, signing of a legal document, as well as a celebration. So it looks like a good birthday. Yeah, it's funny because I have more people say, "Did you call her JJ? What does that mean?" I'm like, "It's Jessica Jr." Miss Debbie. Debbie, your motivation is coming back. It's coming back strong. And when it does, you've got some decisions to make. And the decisions I see you making are something to do with you personally and moving forward. You are welcome, Nikki. Well, JJ, the house hunting, this one that we were really praying over, and I'm still not going to rule it out, but I can say this: the owner is greedy. He bought it as an investment property, and I'm all about that. And I'm all about that you should make money. I am also all about that it should not be more than what the home appraises for. So that's where we're at on that particular one. We did go look at one yesterday, which was presented as a fixer upper. Yeah, that needs gasoline and matches. So so we're hanging in there, you know. Y'all know me. I'm all about God's timing, and when it's right, and it'll all line up and fall in place. And I've got to get her on board with that too. Yes, Queen Libra, it is Virgo season. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow. You're welcome, A. Smith. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, you're a little sluggish, but when your motivation it comes back in full force. But the decisions I see coming with that are regarding you and moving forward. And Debbie, I know you and Jackie both have that Reiki interest. I did announce next Wednesday at 7 p.m., 9/11. We're going to do our Reiki follow up. A. Smith, I normally wouldn't say that about any home. This was bad, honey. I mean, when you walk through the jungle to get to the front step, and the first thing you notice there's a tree growing through the deck and into the living room, that's a problem. Thank you, Queen Libra. I will tell her. Virgo here too on the 12th. Go on, Sarah. We got a room full of Virgos this evening. September 16th. What to do for his birthday? Jackie, Jackie, you know. Can you read that? Can you read that? That's what I get with him. Girl, you attract the worst of the worst. I swear she does. Jackie is local, so I've actually met her before, and she has the worst luck with men. She really does. Her and my daughter. Yeah, yeah, and and Deb, I mean, the price they've got on it would be okay if you didn't have so much work to do. And I'm all about a fixer upper, but there is a certain point in time where fixing you going to fix up something or you just go clear the lot. You know what I mean? This lot just needs to be cleared. It's an awesome piece of property. And I'm not lying. There's a fish pond out front, was about the size of my front yard with bullfrogs this big. Can I make this up? When them suckers jumped, they had legs on them like this long. Like, who wants to live with that? No, I think the deception is coming in on him, dear. So just be warned. A Smith, I agree with that. I used to think I'm too picky. And then I realized I'm not too picky. I get bored easily. Yeah. I need someone to, entertain me, be on my level, have some good energy about them. When are the good men coming around into everyone's life? Well, I mean, sweetheart, that is a good question. And for a lot of you, to be quite honest, now that she's asked that, um, JJ, I really think fall and winter are going to be pretty significant. I really did, particularly for the ones that have not dated in a while, particularly for the ones that are just really starting to put themselves out there dating. So, yeah, I mean, fall and winter look good for that. Or y'all just be like me and just hibernate and avoid life in general. But for whatever reason, for the singles out there, this fall and winter is more actively in dating and relationships than what I've seen in the last 3 years. I can put it to you that way. I understand that, Queen Libra. Well, Jackie, first of all, yay! It took you how many years to recognize your self worth? Just saying. So now that you've recognized it, you've got to have someone to match that. You know, I'm gonna tell you what I tell everyone, ladies, and this applies to gentlemen too. No one is perfect, and we've all been through hard times, and you're going to meet people that are struggling, and you can't hold that against them. The same as you can't hold somebody's past against them, but make sure they bring something to the table. Okay. And when I say bring something to the table, it could just be good conversation or the fact that you enjoy their company. They've got to bring something, they've got to add to your life and not take away from it. Been over 3 years. I know, JJ. Hibernating in a boy life. So wish I could. I have been. I've been guilty of that. I'm going to do better on that this year. Like I said, I've got some exercising to do. I've got things to do. Even if I just go back and walk around the horse farm, I can't ride yet, but they just sent me a message. A friend of mine is buying a colt of all things. I don't know why, but she's kind of brazen when it comes to horses. So we'll see what that brings. Debbie B, sweetheart, that's a blessing. The dating group is no fun. No fun. Staying positive and attracting positivity to you. Okay. And ladies, do not go through it. My daughter learned it from me. You cannot fix people. Okay. You can support them, you can uplift them, you cannot fix them. Know when to walk away. Ooh, Garcia, that is a long time, dear. Long time. But it happened with my dad. My dad and my stepmom, they ended after 23 years. Nobody saw that coming. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I mean, JJ asked the question of, for those that are single, when is someone coming in? And I really believe in love life in particular, For the singles, fall and winter are going to be significant. Jackie, that's the way it goes. They come around when you're not looking for them. I swear to it. When you stop looking, they're all right there. When you're looking, I just call it you're just looking to open a can of worms. Yep. Queen Libra, you can't fix them. When will just obvious meet Mr. Right? Well, let's see what the angels have to say on that one. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That come in for just obvious. Nikki, I could not say that better. Y'all have no idea. And I see this as a psychic, okay? And you got to remember, I have 50% male clients. It's not just all you ladies, okay? They're what they think is totally different than the way we think. I'm sure it did. Hi, Debbie Rogers. Welcome. I'm glad you stopped by to join us. Get the men to cook for me. How do you do that? I always wind up cooking. What's the secret there? It's true. You can look to open a can of worms. I mean, be social. I'm not telling you to don't do the dating sites. I'm just saying y'all have got to embrace making a friend versus making a relationship. JJ, truth, facts, just what you said. They're not joking. Okay. Could you play the princess card? Seriously? It is. It is. It's hard dating. It is hard dating. But yeah, men and women do not think along the same things. And if they say something, they mean it. I mean, that's not joking. It's not something you need to overlook. But like I said, my biggest advice to you is to go into dating making a friend and not a relationship. You and my daughter play the princess cards. And Garcia, I'm right there with you, hon. I always thought I was too picky, and then I say I'm not picky enough. Um, I think we need to just let all of that go and just look at the person as a whole. Nikki, I like the way you think. Friends first, and go with the flow. I've got too many singles out here dating, and they're like, oh, well, see, it would never work because he has kids, or no, it'll never work because of this or that or the other. Well, nobody asked you to analyze that as a relationship. I said, make a friend. Yeah. So, yeah, let all of that go. Yeah, no, don't get into finances, have no business in a relationship. That goes for any relationship, personal relationship, friendships, anything financial needs not be in there at all. Absolutely. I believe that most do have matches. Very rarely do I meet someone who is just destined to be single. And more so than anything, it's usually by their choice. Um, One of the weddings I went to at church, they're in their 70s, people. 70s. So, yeah, I mean, you're never too old to remarry. You're never too old to find the special one. Yeah, finances just need not play a role, not just in a love relationship, but any relationship. The only financial relationship you should have is whatever bank you're dealing with. That's it. That and don't live above your means. JJ, adding her on our prayer list as we speak. Bye, Miss Deb. Thank you for joining us. Put her on our prayer list. Yeah, that's never good news. We're also praying for, I'd asked for at the beginning of this video, people to check in that are in the storm's path. Storm be hitting us later this evening into tomorrow. Um, Hopefully we'll fare well with that. We did cancel our beach trip this coming weekend. That has been canceled. We were going to put it off to this Saturday. We might just put it off till next weekend altogether. Uh, Orphan, if Orphan is still here, she's in Norfolk. She said they're under curfew there. Schools here have started counseling for tomorrow. Chesterfield had not, but I'd like for them to cancel as well. So I've had some that have cleared the storm and let me know. I know some of y'all got family and friends. I have one with a very, very close call. They're the tornado of Emerald Isle. They're a mile away from it. Complete devastation. So I have not heard from Sharon or her mom. She's not on here this evening. Now Sharon's in the UK, so the hours are a lot different. So give a shout out to Sharon, and don't y'all forget Miss Patty, because Patty watches us on the replay all the time. Alan stopped by earlier. A lot of times Alan will watch us on the replay too. So Steve, hello Steve. I have an email from you that I have not read yet. I'm not gonna lie. I got it. I haven't read it. So, but yes, I will get to that. So yeah, definitely keep those in the storm's eye in your prayers. The last report on here was it's getting ready to hit the Outer Banks. I have family and friends in the Outer Banks. You're in the UK? Okay. Yeah. Yep. Last I heard, Mom was not doing too well, so we're definitely keeping Sharon in our prayers. And like I said, those of you that are in the storm's path, either leave us a comment here on this video, shoot me an email directly, whether you've ever joined us. We want to know you're okay. Whether you're on my social media, whether you've had a reading. We just having everyone check in with us. Yes, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. I actually printed it out, so I will be getting to that. Yes. So yeah, it's Tanya Swanigan. Well, hello, my dear. How have you been? I had a couple of y'all joining us a little late, but glad to see you here. Nikki, what election are we talking about? Are we talking about the presidential election? How are you, dear? I haven't heard from you in forever. Tanya and Steve come in a little bit late. We are pulling messages for any of y'all that are interested. We have the romance angels, we have regular messages, whichever you're looking for. And Nikki, the reason I ask is yes, I do have a prediction on that. How are things? Things are going well. Right now, I mean, the storm hasn't hit us. I'm feeling pretty good. Things going well. Been kind of procrastinating with paperwork because I can't sit for so long. Pretty much caught up. Looking forward to doing videos. Your videos that are posted now run through the 15th of the month, but also let y'all know that I will be cutting new videos next week as well. Okay. Presidential election. Oh my goodness. I usually hide this in a blog somewhere. Um, I usually don't like to discuss politics. This country is in for another 8 years of Trump. Okay. In other words, Donald is going to win in 2020, but then the first lady president comes in after that, and that's a Trump as well. So, if you're a Democrat, don't shoot me because I'm just the messenger. Okay. And if you go way, way back in my blogs, I actually predicted Donald Trump being president before Donald Trump even knew he was running for office. The same way with I predicted Obama's next win. So, 2020 predictions. I may do that. I usually do a written blog or a video on 2020 predictions. um, and as the world turns, it may be worth doing it because there's going to be lot of changes, and a lot of things are going to be for the better, and some we're going to see some shit. So I mean, and you're going to see it right here on our home ground. So you know, it could be worse. And how do I say this? I don't want to come off as either party, but I want to be honest in just what I see as a psychic. And for those of you that are against Trump, I want you to be a little bit open minded because I really think this country is going to be turned around to a positive. Okay. And there's going to be some positive changes. And I know the Democrats are so hard on him and so far against him. I need some of y'all to open up your minds a little bit and look at the bigger picture at hand. Okay. If I thought this was a bad choice, um, I would show y'all some concern, and I'm not being biased. I'm telling you, as a psychic, we're looking for some positive changes. It is going to be quite the show. So, I do like someone that cannot be bought by anyone. I like having some common sense in DC, meaning it has the ability. Trump does have that ability to look out to see where what we decide this year, where this is going to place the country in 20 years. And I don't think people are looking that he is looking at the longevity of things and not an immediate fix. And I will say this, and y'all know this, I'm not prejudiced either. Okay. But I do also believe that we need to go back to teaching history versus ripping down our history. Okay. We've got a big generation gap there going on of where things changed, how upbringings changed. But a lot of that, I don't say so much as the upbringing as I do the chemicals that we're eating and everything else. So there's going to be some positive changes. No impeachment, my dear. No impeachment. Woo, the pharmaceuticals are running this country, hon. Um, to give you an idea, if I did not have medical insurance, my heart medication alone, not blood pressure, not anything like that, but just my heart medication would cost me $2,200 a month. Yeah. And that slogan of making America great again, let me tell you what I can see. And like I said, this is not coming off as a biased opinion. Okay. Of course he can be an ass. He's a man. Yeah, that was a biased opinion. But but I like the fact that he looks out into the future of where it's going to take us 10 to 20 years out. I do like the fact that, like someone said on here, he can't be bought. But I think we're going to see differences in being able to, for the first time homeowners to buy homes and first time car buyers. and getting not so much as credit under control, but getting creditors under control, getting pharmaceuticals under control, getting, in other words, we're getting to the root of problems. Okay. So it doesn't come in just fixing healthcare. It comes in how did we get there? When did a half a penny pill become worth $600? You know, he's getting to the roots of problems. And for those of y'all who despise him, please be open minded and just watch what I'm telling you there. He's getting to the root of it. Okay. Now, for those of y'all on gun control, this is a biased opinion. This is my thoughts. This is my feelings. This is my opinion. I don't think guns kill people. People kill people. Okay. Yeah, true. Well, we need to get control of the government and we need to get back to we the people. Okay. I'm going to say this, and don't y'all dare say I promoted this because I'm not. I'm just saying that as we the people, we need to take a stand. There's something we don't believe in. You know, they used to go stand on the courthouse about that. We need to bring a little bit of that back, whether they're protesting or whatever. You know, it's going to the root of the problem. M. Garcia, yes, I do see them improving. Yeah, his paycheck does go back into this country. And, you know, all right, let's talk about gun control. Let's talk about the root of the problem. Who's pulling the trigger? Okay. An automatic weapon didn't go off by itself. Let's get to the root of the problem. Well, there's things that need to be under control. Your utility bills are being taxed to death. That needs to be looked at. Healthcare needs to be looked at because of the pharmaceuticals need to be looked at. It's getting digging down deep is what I see coming up in the next 8 years. And that's where we're going to see success in this country. And that's where we're going to go back to being united and taking a united front. Let's talk about this. 9/11, the whole never forget. We forgot quickly. We forgot very quickly. Yes, we the people. And, you know, Congress needing a raise, don't even pull the string in my back on that topic. Okay. Congress works for us. Right. 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 Right, Nikki. Right. Well, Janet, because we don't give these people psychiatric treatment, they find readily available assault rifles. You see what I'm saying? Let's get to the root of the problem. Um, the FDA, okay? Food Drug Administration. I have issues with what you're approving in our food. I really do. You know, is that playing psychologically with people? I think on the long term scheme of things, that's what you're seeing. Boy, y'all have really got me on a topic I usually don't openly discuss because it's so controversial. You know, but I'm coming at you from as a psychic. Like I said, the gun control, that's a biased opinion on my part. Okay. There's a post circulating around on Facebook, and it states um, people have had guns in their home for 200 years. And in the last 30 years is when we've seen these mass shootings and all, and it's people disciplining the kids. And I think it is part people disciplining the kids. I think it is part the FDA. I think it's part of the school system. I think it's part of medical care. I think it's a part of all of it. Okay. Well, how many of y'all knew that Congress and these politicians, not only do they retire with full benefits, okay, that applies to their nieces, their nephews, their cousins, and everything else. Seriously? I think that's quite disturbing. So my uncle's a politician, so therefore I have free federal benefits for the rest of my life. That's a problem. They took prayers out of the school. Now, on the order of religion, y'all, if y'all know me, and you do, you know I'm all about God. You know I go to church. I'm all about God, angels, all of that. Okay. I am also for freedom of religion. Okay. If you are not into Christianity, I'm not going to force Christianity onto you. But I expect the same in return. Okay. Don't force your beliefs on me. And for those that are from out of the country, do not come into our country expecting to abide by your country's laws. It don't work that way. People are dwelling on the negative and they need something to bitch about. Yes, I said that out loud. I mean, Jackie, they all do that. Every one of them do that. You know, every single one of them. Oh, yes, honey, that is a huge, huge problem. And I will clear the air about this. Like I said, I cannot believe y'all got me talking on this topic. I had several women that I know approached me and wanted to know why was I against Hillary. And it wasn't that I was against Hillary, okay, as a woman. I was not against Hillary. One, as a psychic, I knew Trump was going in. Like I said, I knew Trump was going to go in president before Trump announced he was going to run as president. Okay. But at the same time, there were some things that I did not support because I don't think people hear the whole picture. Just like Congress, a lot of you don't realize those benefits extend to generation upon generation that we, the people, are paying for. Okay. Um, the problem I had with Hillary, and to be quite honest with you, was on the abortion law. Okay. I am very much on women have a right to choose. Right or wrong, how I feel about it is it's not up to me. Okay. And a lot of women voted for Hillary on that issue. What they didn't realize, if you read the fine print of that issue, that was consenting to an abortion at full term. Okay. Trump's idea was you got 12 weeks. You can get an abortion within 12 weeks. You have the abortion pill. You have options available, but a decision needs to be made in the first trimester. And I think a lot of people took that way, 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 way out of context. And I will never support anyone that agrees that an abortion is okay at 9 months full term. That's a child. Just my opinion. Like I said, can I believe y'all got me talking about this? There's so much controversial stuff that I don't talk about. But yeah, the freedom of religion. The country is founded on God. I mean, it's in God we trust. It's on our currency. So you know that before you come here. Okay. That is a decision on your part. And if you want to come here, then you're going to be a law abiding, tax paying citizen like the rest of us. Orphan, I have no comment. Oh my heavens, I cannot believe you said it. I have no comment. Hi, Michelle. How are you? It's his first time joining us on the most controversial thing ever. So, yeah, Nikki, that's my opinion. That is my opinion. But I think this is where women got confused that she was standing for women's right, but you didn't hear the whole story of what those rights were. So, like I said, let's dig deeper. Let's get to the issues. And that's what I like seeing in the next 8 years. We're digging for the root of the problem, the source of the problem, not the quick fix. You know? Well, sweetheart, we here in Virginia. Um, who was the dude that was running with her, with Hillary? What's his name in Richmond? He's been investigated for everything under the sun. I mean, they're all crooked to a certain degree. You know. Well, I've got some latecomers in here, and if there's any message I can hand you from the cards, just let me know. For those of you I haven't run out of here with voicing my opinion, telling you what I see, it's a good topic. It is, and we'll have to do something on the 2020 and what's to come following that. That's the one. Yeah, he's been investigated for everything. Hi, Patricia. But yeah, I mean, a politician is a politician, And I guess, it's opportunity or whatever. None of them are going to be perfect. Trump's not perfect. The Clintons are perfect. Tina said she enjoyed my opinions. Thank you, Tina. But at the same time, no matter what you consider yourself, whether as a Democrat or Republican, I'm just asking you to be open minded to let this country get to the root of problems. And that's what they're going to do. That's a good approach instead of the immediate fix, because the immediate fix is not working. Well, let's see what we have from Miss Patricia. Okay, Patricia, you are separating yourself from what no longer serves a purpose, anything negative, but you're also voicing your opinion. So that's a good thing too. True, true. I mean, think about this. Would you want the power of being president? And granted, you got to go through Congress and a lot of loopholes, but would you want that kind of power? I wouldn't want the pressure of it. Couldn't do it. Right, Nikki. And that's what we, the people, have lost. We've lost a lot of control to the government, but we've lost our values on what the country was built on, you know? And if I hear one more person say I'm offended, I may just scream. I mean, come on. We're all offended. But I really do believe strongly, and there again, this is not a prediction, this is my personal opinion, that if you want to run this country, if you want to sit in Congress, if you want to be in your state government, if you want to be a county employee, okay, you need to be from that jurisdiction. So if you want to be in Congress, you need to be from the US. If you want to run for your state government, then you need to be from that state. If you want to run for your county government, you need to be from that county. Dan lost her ethics and scruples. Ace method does make you wonder. It makes you scratch your head. This is one reason why I don't watch the news. I mean, I have the news on my news streams, and if something's interesting pops up, I'll look at it then. But just to sit around watching news, no. Mm-mm. Right. Michelle Ketwell, let's see. Okay, sweetheart, it's going to be worth the wait, but I still see a little bit of a delay attached. It shows your anxiety, it shows your need for freedom, it shows how badly you want to buy. But trust me when I say delays are in your favor. It's going to happen, but you still got a little bit of more of a wait. Oh, Nikki, I just get so disgusted with I'm offended. I'm offended. 8:20 here. Oh yeah, it's completely dark here. So yeah. So really 8:20. We have been on almost an hour and a half. It's working to my favor. Patricia, yes, but it's going to take time. It's not anything that's going to happen right away. Just so you know. Uh-oh. We locked up here. Yeah, it's not going to happen right away, but it will go to your favor. You're welcome, sweetie. I just want to be honest with you. Oh, no, 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 no. I have enough trouble functioning in day-to-day life just because things will pop in and I know how things are going to go. Y'all certainly would want me as president. Yeah. Maybe I should sit up at the White House and let them know what's about to backfire. Yeah. Yeah, don't go that route. So, yeah. You're welcome. Well, thank you, Miss Tina. Oh my heavens. Oh no, no, no. Couldn't do it. A Smith on legal documents, it's either a large purchase, like a lease, appliance, something large, car, something like that, or it's an actual legal document. No, 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 no. None of those. Mm-mm. Not even for the county I live in. Nope. Mm-mm. Y'all know I am way too blunt for any kind of that. I would be impeached immediately. It would be like having Judge Judy sit on the panel. No, no, it would be awful. It will be a surprise, but it appears to be a pleasant surprise. So that's why I'm thinking like it's a purchase or something. That's right, Judge Jackie. I'd cut to the chase and be done. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? That woman does not like repeating herself at all. This is the way it's going to be, and that's it. Court dismissed. I recently, I've got a couple of clients. If y'all know anybody that goes through parental alienation, where the other parent turns the child against the other parent or deliberately keeps the child against the other parent, I just recently found out that Judge Judy is a big advocate for that, and I never realized that. Yep, it's a wrap. Done. So, yeah, that was pretty impressive. I watched a video that one of my clients actually sent me where she's talking about family law and that some of the biggest laws that are being broken in family court because they are closed courtrooms, and those judges feel they can do so. Yeah, maybe we should write to Judge Judy and tell her she should run. She throws it down. She absolutely throws it down, and you're not going to change her mind or her opinion. You're just going to make her mad at that point. So, yeah. Maybe she was a queen in a past life. What y'all think of that? Yeah. All right, gang. I have kept y'all for an hour and a half tonight. I have enjoyed it. I cannot believe y'all got me talk about things I normally will never discuss. But it's been good. I will consider doing something on 2020. What's to come. Exactly, Tina. And like I said, next Wednesday, 9/11, we are going to do a Reiki follow up. And if you didn't join us for the first Reiki one, join us for the second one because we always have fun. If you get a chance, if you're interested in Reiki, look up under the live videos, Beginning Reiki, where I share with you how to do a Reiki session on yourself. Okay. So next Wednesday, we're going to touch base with that and move forward from there. And then, of course, we will have our Thursday night live as scheduled. Like I said, for those of y'all in the eye of the storm, please leave us a comment. Let us know how you are. Send me an email. Just keep everyone in their prayers. JJ has requested we put her add her friends to our prayer list. Sharon, if you're catching us on the replay, your thoughts, your prayers, you have our prayers for you and your mom. I had a great time this evening, girls and boys. Got some men join us this evening too. So everyone have a great week ahead. We'll be posting more videos from the first part of the week. And I will see you soon. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.